Hello everyone, this is lesson number 3, HSK 5, and let's start. Quickly repeat our word. 细节 detail 电台 broadcasting station or radio station. 恩爱 love between husband and wife. 对比 to contrast, to compare. 入围 to be shortlisted. 评委 jury or judging members. 评委如何 the same as how but more written way. 瘫痪 to be paralyzed. 离婚 to divorce. 自杀 to commit suicide. 抱怨 to complain. 爱护 to cherish, to treasure. 婚姻 marriage. 吵架 to quarrel. 相敬如宾 to treat each other as an honor guest. Mostly used for old couple that's still happy when they're old. An secretly. Loan to take turns. Loan usually 轮到 or 流轮轮流 and 不耐烦 impatiently. As you can see, this is bu with the second tone because next one is with the fourth tone. But usually it's written with the fourth. But here is just for simplified. First one for today is cow. To depend on, to rely on. Cow. Cow has really a lot of meanings. But here is just one of most important. And as you can see, on top character is a gao. Gao su. Right? Just for pronunciation. And here is for meaning. He relied on his own efforts to achieve today's success. 他靠自己的努力取得了今天的成就。努力 to strive or effort. Here is as an effort. Usually we use it as an adjective, but here is or as a verb, but here is 自己的努力 effort 名词noun 名词。取得 to gain, to acquire, and 成就 achievement, accomplishment. This one is a bit new for now. 取得 the same as 得到 Okay. 他靠 so he relies on 自己的努力 his own efforts 自己的努力取得了 and achieved. He relied, so achieved. As you can see, we can say relied, but there is no past simple here or any signs of it. But here is le to show he achieved 取得了今天的成就 today's success. So as you can see in English, sometimes relied and achieved without id. Or it could be he rely on his own efforts and achieved today's success. So this one could be a bit tricky sometimes. 他靠自己的努力取得了今天的成就. In Chinese, we don't need to say le here and le here because it's already here, right? So it's more simplified way. We cannot rely on luck. We can only rely on our strength. 运气 it's luck, fortune, 运气 and 实力 strength. Li it's a power, also strength, but 实力 it's more adjective. Strength, power, capability, capacity, ability. Sometimes it could be 能力 or 实力 also is possible. 我们不能靠运气，只能靠实力. So we cannot rely on luck. 我们不能 cannot 靠 to rely on 运气 on luck. 只能 only can 靠实力 to rely on our strength. 我们不能靠运气，只能靠实力。So as you can see, 靠 to rely. But it's, to be honest, only one of the meaning, because only two examples. I think in a book they have more deep talking about this word cow. But this one is also is okay. This one is most useful meaning, most often seen. Next one, 肩膀 shoulder. As you can see, there is on the left character meat, right? It's meat, flesh, something like that. On the right, it's pang, right? 旁边. So just for pronunciation. And here's 肩 also on the bottom. This character is the same character, just with different writing. 肩膀 shoulder. So these two characters also has connected with shoulder. He put his hand on my shoulder to encourage me. 鼓励 to encourage. 鼓励. 他把手搭在我的肩膀上，给我鼓励。So he took his hand. 他把手搭 to put, to take, put up, hang. That also could be fun to put. But this was, I think it's touch or hang on something. Okay. Okay. 他把手搭 so hang or put hand put his hand okay put 搭在我的肩膀上 on something, so that works together with 上 to create on something. 我的肩膀 on my shoulder. 给我鼓励 and gave me encourage. 给我鼓励 encourage. I think here is its work as a noun, encouragement. To encourage me also could be. Just I think here is mostly used as a noun. So 他把手搭在我的肩膀上，给我鼓励。She carries the heavy burden of her family on her shoulders. 她的肩膀上扛着家庭的重担。她的肩膀 her shoulders, on her shoulders 上扛着 this one is 扛 to carry on the shoulder 扛重担 heavy burden 重担。她的肩膀上 on her shoulders 扛着carry. So as the show in this current state of situation, like you can say continuous 扛着家庭的重担。家庭 family 重担 burden heavy burden. So she carries the heavy burden of her family on her shoulders. 她的肩膀上扛着家庭的重担。this one interesting. 扛拱刚So 扛 it's more colloquial way to say it, and gang another pronunciation, another meaning, to use to lift up with two hands. She carries the heavy burden of her family on her shoulder. 她的肩膀上扛着 家庭的重担，heavy burden。Next one, Han. As you can see on the right side, it's Gan for 感觉 for feelings, right? But signs of left radical mouth represent it's connected with some action with mouth. So to cry, to shout. He shouted my name from a distance and told me to go over. 他晕晕的就喊我的名字，让我过去。他远远的，这个喊 to shout and this one describe 远远的 very far away from a far distance，不是远远地球 I think it's 地球。Interesting. He called my name from afar. But this Joe is it's useless. But okay. 他远远的就喊我的名字，call my name，喊我的名字，让我过去，and make me to come over or told me to go over. I think it could be both translation. Let me through, let me pass. Told me to come. This 让我过去 and let me pass. Interesting. This one 老贾让我过去，老贾。Interesting. Okay. Let's see next one. Everyone shouted, "Come on!" together to cheer up the team members. 队员 team members. 队 it's a team, right? 团队 and 员 it's like 服务员 some person. 打气 to cheer on to encourage. 打气 to give energy 气 you can say to give a air. 打气。大家一起喊加油，为队员们打气。So everyone together，大家一起喊，shouted 加油。Add oil, or it's translate come on, come on，加油加油，为队员们 for person for for team members you can say 为队员们，man is like say a lot of people。打气 cheer up, pep talk, pump up, encourage, inflate, pump up. Is it's really pump up for some, for example, vehicle, bicycle wheel, bicycle tire, but also means to inspire. 大家一起喊加油，为队员们打气，打气。Next one, 伸 to stretch, to extend. 伸 he stretched and then continued to work. 他伸了个懒腰，然后继续工作。伸 to stretch, to extend, just like your hand, or usually your hand, or could be your body. 懒腰 to stretch. 懒腰also to stretch. 他伸了个懒腰，also to stretch. Interesting. 他伸了个懒腰，然后继续工作，and after that，然后 继续 continue to work 继续工作 I think yeah it's a waste right懒 lazy interesting a motor this one 伸懒腰 it's all together 伸懒腰伸了个羊他伸了个懒腰，然后继续工作。So he stretched his body or something like that. He stretched. Okay. Next one, he extended his hand, wanting to give me a hand. 他伸出手，想拉我一把。This one is a bit tricky. 他伸 so he extend 出手 so 伸出 it's to extend and 出 shows the from intro to outro. This one to extend out to stretch out 伸出去 This one to stretch out one's hand 伸出手 so it works or for example他伸出手想 wanted 拉 to give me a hand or to pull 想拉我一把 interesting wanted to pull me he reached out and wanted to give me a hand interesting 他伸出手想拉我一把 this one is but you know this 伸 is to stretch to extend it could be a 伸 usually your works together with 伸出 because 出手 destination like orientation okay next one 手指 finger 手 it's a hand 指 it's a finger but also to imply to refer to something as you use your finger to show to something 手指 his fingers are very long which makes them very suitable for playing the piano 他的手指很长很适合弹钢琴他的手指 his fingers 很长 very long 很适合 and very suitable 适合弹 to play 钢琴 piano but 弹 usually used for instruments 弹钢琴 when you play instruments 他的手指很长很适合弹钢琴next one, he extended his finger, pointing to a mountain in the distance. 他伸出手指，指着远方的一座山。他伸出 he extended 手指 fingers. 他伸出手指，指着 so pointed. This one pointed. So 指 is because you use your fingers to point to something. That's why this 指 to point, and this one 这 is showing is pointing right in the process in state, but or continues you can say 指着远方的一座山，远方 you can say distant place, right? 远 is a distant, very distant place. 远方的一座山 山 is a mountain, 座 is a measure word for mountains. So which one of mountains in a distant place? 他伸出手指，指着远方的一座山。Wow, this one is a bit hard, as you can see, but it's HSK 5. Next one, you can say it's just a phrase, not idiom. 歪歪扭扭，歪歪扭扭 crooked or SQ. Where not in a straight or level position. YY 扭扭. As you can see, on the top is bu, not. On the bottom, 正. 正 it's some straight, so not straight. 不正 or YY 扭扭. Let's see. This child's handwriting is crooked. He needs to practice more. Usually used for some handwriting or some drawing. 这个孩子写字歪歪扭扭的，需要多加练习。So 这个孩子 this child 写字 write characters 写字 or handwriting 歪歪扭扭的 very crooked is crooked or is not straight. 需要 he needs to requires 多加 more 加 to add so more add more 练习 practice. So the child is crooked, he needs to practice more. Also you can say it this way. 这个孩子写字歪歪扭扭的，需要多加练习。He drew a crooked tree and it looks very cute. 他画了一棵歪歪扭扭的树，看起来很可爱。So 他画了 he drew 一棵，这个棵 measure word for trees 树，一棵歪歪扭扭的树。So this tree is very crooked. 歪歪扭扭的树，看起来 and it looks like 看起来很可爱 and looks like very cute. Looks very cute. 他画了一棵歪歪扭扭的树，看起来很可爱。So this one is not 一棵，this one changed to the fourth one, right? Because next one, because it's not er son, it's just e4 in a sentence. 一棵. Next one is D, to hand over, to pass. D, the same as song D, gay, to give something, but usually to pass, to hand over something. He handed a document to me. Also, we can say 枪, but these is usually used. 他把一份文件递给了我。So as you can see, usually works with gave. 递给了 to hand it me, to give me. So he takes documents. 这个份 measure word for documents. 他把一份文件递给了我 and handed to me, gave me. 他把一份文件递给了我。Next one, could you please pass that book to me? 麻烦你把那本书递给我好吗？这个麻烦 to bother, to troublesome, or please, could you just a more polite way to do something? 麻烦你 or can I bother you to do something? 麻烦你把 to take 那本书 that book and 递给我 and gave it to me, hand it to me, pass it to me. 好吗? Okay. But as you can see, this by it's not translated, just for us to better understand. 麻烦你把那本书递给我好吗？递给我好吗？ Pass over me. Again, we use D with a gay. 递给. Next one, 脑袋 head. Because now we know it's 电脑 is a brain, and brain and die it's a pocket. back. So back for brain, it's a head. Pocket for head. 脑袋。His head is full of all kinds of weird and wonderful ideas. Okay. Tron to install to load. 稀奇古怪 bizarre weird 稀奇古怪想法 ideas 想法 So 他脑袋里装满了各种稀奇古怪的想法。So 他脑袋里 inside of his brain 装满了 full of 这个装 to load 满 full so 装满 is to like fully load you can say filled with 装满了各种 all kinds of 各种 each kind of 稀奇古怪 weird things strange outlandish bizarre curious 稀奇古怪的想法 ideas 他脑袋里装满了各种稀奇古怪的想法 Next one. This difficult problem made me wreck my brains and my head almost exploded. Let's see. 难题 difficult problems. 绞尽脑汁 to wreck one's brains. 哇，绞尽脑汁 it's brain juice. 绞尽脑汁 to bring your to break your head. To wreck one's brains. 绞尽脑汁 OK 这个难题让我绞尽脑汁，脑袋都快炸了。So this problem 这个难题 made me 让我绞尽脑汁 made me wreck my brains 脑袋 my head 都快炸了。You can say my head almost 都快。就我都快吃完了。I almost this one 都快 almost and works together with le. And this one 快炸 to explode blow up. This one to blow up. 气炸了 to burst with a rage. OK 这个难题让我绞尽脑汁，脑袋都快炸了 almost blow up 都快炸了。Next one 女士 lady or madam or miss 女士 This lady is our new client. Please take good care of her. 这位女士是我们的新客户，请大家多多关照。这位 So this lady is our new client. Please take good care of her. 客户 client 关照 to look after someone. 这个照顾 to care 关 is like close look close care 关照。这位女士是我们的新客户，请大家多多关照。So this lady 这个为 measure word for respected person 这位女士 also you can say 这位女士是我们的新 our new client 客户请 please 大家多多关照 ，please take care of your more。这个多多就是 casual way to say more。这位女士是我们新的客户，请大家多多关照。关照她 ，you can say or just 关照。Next one, ladies and gentlemen, please be quiet。女士们、先生们，请大家安静。女士们 lady 先生们 gentlemen or misters 请 please 大家安静 everyone quiet 安静 also teacher in the class can shout 安静安静 quiet 女士们先生们请大家安静安这个静这个情这个静more的字静 And last one, 叙述 to narrate. To narrate 叙述 you can say it's just the same as the word as 说 but it's more written way. Describe, narrate, recite, narrative, description, narration. So he calmly narrated the course of events. 他平静地叙述了事情的经过。他平静的 so very calm, so calmly 这个的adverb 这个平静的叙述了 narrated 叙述了事情的经过。经过 it's process or to pass by, but here is the process or course of something. 事情的经过 course of events or what happened, think through what had happened. Right? 他平静地叙述了事情的经过，事情的经过。His narration was very vivid. His narration was very vivid, making the audience feel as if they were there. 生动 lively vivid 这个生 live 动 to move so 听众 audience 这个听 to listen 众 is just crowd of people 身临其境 to be personally on scene 身临其境body close to to experience person 身临其境这个境 situation or place so body just as 身临其境 OK 他的叙述非常生动 so his narration 这个叙述 as narration here the noun 他的叙述非常生动 very lively 让听众 and made people making the audience 让听众身临其境 as if they were there 他的叙述非常生动让听众身临其境身临其境 Okay, let's repeat what we learned today. First one, cow, to depend on, to rely on something. Cow. 肩膀 shoulder 肩膀 喊 to cry, to shout 喊伸 to stretch, extend 伸出或伸个懒腰手指 finger 歪歪扭扭 crooked or askew D to hand over usually with gay D gay something to hand over to pass 脑袋 head 女士 lady madam miss and 叙述 to narrate or narration 叙述 and we have one new idiom for today. Last time we learned 班门弄斧 to show off one slight skill before an expert. 班门弄斧班门弄斧 Today's new one. 杯水车薪 an utterly inadequate amount. Completely or without exception. 杯水车薪. Maybe it was already before, but okay. This idiom means that an effort or amount of money is far too small to solve a problem. It's like trying to put out a burning wagon of firewood with a single cup of water. Because bei is a cup, shui it's a water, chu it's a cart or wagon, xin of firewood. 杯水车薪，杯水车薪。This amount of money is simply an utterly inadequate amount for solving their financial problems. 这点钱对于解决他们的财政问题来说，简直是杯水车薪。So 这点钱，这个钱呢，I think measure word for money, amount of money, you can say. 这点钱，嗯，okay. To count money, count money, interesting. Have you counted money? 你点钱了吗？Okay. 这点钱对于 you can say the same as 惯有 or about or for, you can say for regarding to 解决他们的 to solve the financial problem 解决他们的财政问题来说 so this 来说 works together with 对于 so when we talk about something 财政 finance budget financially financing 财政问题简直这个 simply 简直是杯水车薪 inadequate amount of money. So 这点钱对于解决他们的财政问题来说，简直是杯水车薪。杯水这个杯水车薪，杯水车薪。This is quite important, I think. So that's all for today. See you next one.